It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And up next, we'll see the dual threat, Christian McCaffrey.
He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the 49ers and the Lions on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
Indeed it was. What a great job by them putting together a streak. Now let's see how they rebound after a defeat.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. Well, the 49ers getting ready to go on offense, and it's the Pro Bowler Brock Purdy at the helm in his third NFL season now out of Iowa State.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Check, Panther. Shot alert, shot alert. Ready.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Now he's loose at the 40. Good footwork at the 30. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there on the first play of the game. 47 yards. I guess that's what happens when you give the current NFL rushing leader that much room.
And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leaderboard. He's going to continue to get more and more yards. Good luck trying to chase him down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Flush to his right. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going. And they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
McCaffrey. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this time he is in. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the 49ers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Seven nothing is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And out come the Lions for their first drive behind their 9th-year quarterback in year number 4 with Detroit. It's Jared Goff.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The numbers for Gibbs from last week. 11 carries, 52 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Jack Fox now gets set to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return.
And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go, go.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
They'll roll him out right.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point try now for Moody.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Now gone. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Leonard Floyd, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Touchdown! Jerome Jennings with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And it is now 21-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now it's gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
This is fielded at the 27. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10.
The Niners offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And you can see he's closing in on a rushing title, the league leader coming into the penultimate week of the season.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Shot alert, alert, alert.
They go play action here. Purdy
rolling to his left. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready? Hey, check that. Ready?
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on fourth down.
Check. Reload.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Rolling to his right. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's Purdy.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point try now for Moody.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Goff now to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Goff. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Goff. And the Niners get there and bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where it was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium. Roman Wilson, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Ken Walker, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He had 2 touchdowns on the ground and added another on the receiving end for good measure. He was awesome. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Let's take it inside his own 40. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Niners offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And with just 2 weeks left in the regular season, you can see he leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns.
Alert! Alert!
Purdy.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 52 yards.
And the 49ers have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Purdy will throw for it.
Flush to his right. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about.
Pass. Offense.
Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Time for another look at this Lions offense. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. That's pulled in at the 32. And bulldozing his way through. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
The 49ers offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Purdy looking to throw.
He'll buy some time right.
Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw, Purdy.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught by Samuel. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Okay, ready? Let's go. Hey, check this. Bronco switch. Hut.
Purdy now to throw.
Out to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And that's a nice one for the stat line, by the way. That last grab is 50th on the year.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Reload. Check.
At the 5-yard line.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive the coach crazy.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
St. Brown in motion right. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
In motion, the tight end. From his goal line here, Goff. And, oh, it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Fielded just inside the 20.
Purdy from the gun.
They'll roll him out right. Looking deep for Jennings. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Jauan Jennings.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Niners look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Another shot now for this Lions offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
To throw is Goff.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Goff. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time, multiple guys get to it.
Goff now looks to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Here's Goff.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. From the gun, here's Goff. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Goff now looking to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Here's Goff. And that will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
This is taken at the 18. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
They got his man complete.
Now he's into the clear again.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Detroit back in possession of the football. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Second and a couple.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Niners,
they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.